Hello.
Hello, Marhaba.
Now we are going to start our about our workshop. Today we are going to talk and explain about the effective communication. As you know, the communication, one of its skills is very important. How you can transfer the information and how you can transfer your ideas. In effective communication, we just not about the transfer the information or ideas here. We need to let the communication to be more effective and to be more good here. During this workshop or during this session, we are going to focusing in many points here. One of the point we are going to talk about the component of the communication, and also we can see the type of communication. Additionally, we can see the barrier. What is the obstacle of the communication? What is the barrier to let the communication it is not good? Yeah. Also, we can go through the practical strategy we can use in the communication, or a practical strategy for the effective communication. Lastly, we can see the importance of the feedback. Yeah. In this session, we are going to cover all these points. Now, let us to share about, let us to share our slide, and uh, and we can go through it. Please, can you mute yourself? I see there's some noise around. Is there someone need to join? The slide is clear or not?
It's clear.
Now is the share it. Is it clear? Hello?
على ما يبدو إنه في مشاكل في الشبكة كده، حتى الفيديو ما قاعد يظهر.
Okay. Okay, but we can go. As I mentioned, now is the clear.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, good. As I mentioned, today our topic we are going to talk about the effective communication. Firstly, let us to see the definition of the effective communication. Effective communication, it is how or is the ability to convey or transfer the information clearly and also to be understandable. That means when you have the message or when you have the information, it is to be clear and also to be understandable when you are sent to others. This is the means of the effective communication. It is not just to transfer the information, but the other condition to be more clear and also to be understandable, to let the other person to understand your message. Secondly, we are going to see the purpose or the main objective of the effective communication. The effective communication, as I mentioned, is have the many benefit or have many objective. One of the objective of the effective communication to build the relationship. how you can build or the effective communication let us or help us to make the good relationship at the home level also, or among your society, or among your friend, or even at the school, or even at the work, as your employer. Can let us to build the good relationship with your colleague or with your friend. Additionally, the good communication or effective communication can resolve the issues. If there some problem between the two person or between two parts, when you are using effective communication, that can help you to resolve that issue or that problem. Yeah. Lastly, enhance the teamwork. One of the benefits of the effective communication can enhance us to make the teamwork, or to let us to understand others, to understand each other. That can support us and to do the good teamwork between us. Yeah. This is the main objective of the effective communication. Say someone is trying to join with us. Huh? Yes, there is some. Let us to continue. Now, when we are talk about we are pass through the definition, and we say the ability to convey information and to let the message to be more clear and understandable. Secondly, the objective about the effective communication we are mentioned is the build the relationship between the others. Additionally, is the resolve the issue, and also the enhance the teamwork.
وانا وصلت لاسي بس
Now,
والله زلت خدت فيه مويه قلت كتبت شويه كده
is
جاء قاعد من زمان صار
now we are going to explain the key component or component of the communication. What is the consist of the communication? Communication is it has a four elements. One of them is a sender, and second is a message, and third is a receiver, and also the feedback also is important, or also is includes the component of the communication. Let us to explain one by one. First one is the sender. Sender, that means the person who creates the message. That person, we create that message. This is a sender. A message is means the information to be to communicate. Yeah, is the information for the communication. And receiver is the person who receive and understand that message. And feedback, it is the response from the receiver to the sender. This is the component of the communication. As we mentioned, one of the main part of this session, or is very important component of the communication. It's very important to understand what does mean the sender. Also, what is the message. Additionally, who is receiver? Receiver, that person, as I mentioned, who is the receive and understand the message. And feedback is a fourth is a part also of the component of the communication. Now, let us to go to type of the communication. Let us to go to part of the type of the communication. Communication have the three types here. One of them is the verbal. Verbal, like when you are write the word, or when you are speak. This is the verbal. You use the word. Yeah, when you this verbal, that means you use the word either by written or either by spoken. This is the verbal. Example, like direct conversation between the people, or also we can send the message either email or WhatsApp or social media. This is the verbal. That means the communication with the words. Secondly, non-verbal. Non-verbal, that means it is not have the word, just by your body language or your gesture or your facial expression. This is the verbal. It is not use the word. Just we can you can use your body or you can use your face expression or can use your gesture. Yeah. This is the non-verbal. That means non-verbal, not use the word, not talk. Just you can do the body language. Yeah. Third one is the visual. Visual maybe by image or graph or chart. Yeah. This also is a type of the communication. When you see some image, that means also is a type of the communication. The image has the image have the message is sent for them. When you see the image, you can know what does mean. Yeah, and also through the graph, as we as public health or epidemiologists, many trend of the disease they are used by graph. Yeah, when you see the graph, you understand what is the message, what that graph is carry. You know, perhaps the number of the disease is the high or low. This is the also is the type of the communication and call it visual. This is the three type of the communication. As I mentioned, one is the verbal, use the words, maybe written or by spoken. Secondly, non-verbal. You can use body language. Third is the visual by image and graph. Now, we let us to see the barrier of the effective communication. What is the barrier? What is the barrier of the effective communication? As we see, the communication sometimes have the barrier. One of the main is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, yes, it's
When
clear.
Okay, good. Now let us to see the barrier of the effective communication. As we see, the barrier that means the obstacle. Sometimes someone he can talk or send a message, but unfortunately that message it is not well, or there is some obstacle, some problem to let them to not send that message. One of the barrier is the physical barrier. Physical barrier may be the noise when you are speak with someone and there is a noise. It is difficult other part or other person to understand you or to hear what you say. This is the one of the barrier. Secondly, distance. When you are here and other person is far, also is difficult to understand you. Distraction also considered as the physical barrier. Distraction, that means the interruption, clear, the voice, it is not clear. All of this is considered as the physical barrier. This is a very important. When you are sending the message as a public health professional or public health officer, it's very important when you are need to make the workshop, to make the awareness of the people, to speak with someone, it's very important to see this barrier, to avoid all of this barrier. Let the media which you are talk to be calm and no distraction and your message to be more clear. You have to avoid the physical barrier. Second barrier is the emotional barrier. Emotional, that is the feeling. Sometimes when someone has anger or the fear or anxiety, all of this can understand in the understanding of the message. When you need to advise someone or to send them the some message, it's very important to see their emotional side. If the someone is very angry, you have to avoid them. It is not suitable time to send a message or to speak with them. You have to wait to be until he become to be to yeah, you have to wait here and to let them to be more comfortable. Fear during the fear is very important to someone to understand you. Also anxiety also affect the message. Yeah. It's very important when you are speak with someone or with community or with people to avoid this point. Yeah, to let the emotional emotional situation to be good. Yeah, during the anger it is not suitable time. Lastly, the barrier language, yeah, different between the nation. When you are need to send a message for the people whom they speak just Arabic, and you are going to send them by English, it is difficult to understand you. You have to use the same language which is those people there speak. Yeah, to let your message to be more understandable. Additionally, the jargon you have you have to avoid the some jargon or some term because not all of people understand that jargon or to understand that concept. Yeah. Right now or sometimes you can sometimes you can noise or sometimes you can see the people use the medical term among the among the people not understand very well. You have to avoid this avoid that. Yeah, because to let your message to be more clear. Yeah, this is a barrier of the effective communication. As I mentioned, first one, when you are need to send a message, you have to see the environment to be more calm, avoid the noise and avoid the distance, also distraction. Additionally, emotional barrier. You have to make sure those guys you are going to speak with them or to send them the message, they are they are good in their emotional. Lastly, you have to see their language here and to see even the culture of those communities. All of this, when you avoid this this barrier, that means your communication will be more effective and more understandable, and that can let your feedback will be very good here. Now, let us to see strategy of the effective communication. There is a three strategy sometimes we are using here. One of the strategy for to let your communication to be more effective when you are need speak with the community of with the people. You have to use this strategy. One of the strategy is the listen actively. That means is there someone or the community leader or any person speak to you, you have understand or you can listen them. You can wait and listen them what he say to understand his message. This is let the communication to be more effective. Yeah. When you are effective listen your people or your community or anyone when you are speak with them, you have to listen them because when you are listening them, you can understand their message or you can understand their view or their opinion. That can let you to select the good word and good strategy to talk with them. This is the effective listener. It is not give them the chance or opportunity to talk or to speak. Second strategy for effective communication to be clear and concise. When you are going to send a message about like COVID-19 or about the vaccination, let your word to be simple and concise. Not not speak more like that. After that, you can talk something. No, no. You have use a word simple word that means all of them understand. Not use the jargon, not use the sometimes it is not understandable. Use a simple word everyone can understand. Secondly, let your message to be clear and concise, to be simple and to be specific. It is not talk in general. Yeah. You can use a specific word here. Last strategy of the effective communication use the open body language here. When you are speak with someone or the community, you can make the eye contact. You can see all of them to understand they interested with your message or not interested. To make eye contact to see they understand your message or not understandable, and also to be open. It is not closer. To be open to listen for them, what their message or what their ideas, to hear with them, because sometimes the people they have interest to make the feedback with you, because perhaps he not understand very well and he come and talk with you. What does mean? How is it good or not good? He need to deep information. That means you be more open and you can ready to hear from them and respond them. This is a very good strategy for the communication. As I mentioned, firstly, be effective, effectively listen, or be active listen. Active listen, that means pay attention. Yeah, when someone need to talk, listen for them. Secondly, to be clear and concise. Use the specific and simple word, and also to be concise. Yeah. Third can be open language. Open language that lets them to be more comfortable with you, and also they are ready or they have interest to ask you if there's some message it is not clear. This is a strategy for the effective communication. It's very important as a public health professional to use this here, especially during the campaign or among your community when you are send the message, when you are aware of them. All of this you have to use this strategy. It's very effective, and also is very good to use it. Now let us to see the rule of the feedback. As I mentioned, the communication have the four component: sender, and also the message, receiver, and feedback. This is the component of the communication. Now, let us to see the part component of the communication. As I mentioned, is the feedback. Why is the feedback important? Because the feedback let you, when you are speak with your community or send a message with those people, you can ask them, like example, you are talk about the COVID-19. When you are finish your session or your symposium or your conversation, you ask them, what does mean the COVID-19? Ask them about some topic or some information about that topic. When you ask them to see their feedback, the feedback can let you to make sure these people or those people whom attend that conversation, the understanding or not understandable. The feedback, one of the benefits of the feedback, can help you to understand your listener. They have good understandable, or if they understand your topic or not. This is the first one. Secondly, can improve your communication. Perhaps that word which you are using, perhaps they couldn't get it well, or they're not understandable. Additionally, you can let you to be vigilant or to understand this, what the part of your message it is not clear, and can let you to improve them and to give them more information and more awareness to understand the topic. This is one of the benefits of the feedback. Secondly, how to give the feedback. If someone asks you also about the COVID, as I mentioned, how you can give the feedback? The feedback, you can use the specific and positive. If you say, if they said that the vaccination of the feedback of the COVID-19, it is not good, you can tell them based on the health research, can talk with them positively. It is good and protect yourself and more controllable disease and preventable. Also, can your message to be specific and constructive. Yeah, all of this you can use when you are give the feedback. When someone asks you what does mean the COVID-19, you can give them COVID-19 is the virus and do it this can speak clearly. Yeah. This is the techniques of the feedback. Is it clear? Hello? Hello, is
Yes,
it
it is
clear?
clear.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let us to go forward. Now, now we are going to talk about the importance of the empathy. Empathy. What is the empathy? Empathy is what is the empathy? Empathy is understanding and sharing the feeling with the other. How you can understand and feeling with others? That means that means when understandable the feeling of the others and share with understanding and sharing the feeling of the others. Like what? When when you when you have when okay. What is the empathy? Empathy, that means how you can understanding and sharing feeling of the others. The 1 minute. I have the guess, huh? That's why. Let us to see the importance of the empathy. What is empathy? Understanding and sharing the feeling with others. That means the feeling what? Sometimes you are listener, they are hungry or they're angry and also their depression or their anxiety. It is not good. It is not good. Yeah. Sometimes they are fearing or they are suffer from something. Yeah. It's very important when you are make the communication or talk with those guys. Yeah. You have to understand that those guys they are have not good, not have a good feeling. You can share with them also. Like example, you see all of you, you know how it happened in Sudan. Many people they are lost their family and friend, even lose their brothers here. Majority of them they are sad about that. Yeah. When you are find the people like this here, you have share your their feeling. Also, you have to be sad, also to be angry like that. Yeah. To let them to understand you are share the same feeling as they have when someone have their father or lost his father or brothers. Also you have to be sad, yeah, to let them this guy he's understand or share our share the feeling with us, yeah. This can let them to be more interested to understand you or to to feel you are the same. Yeah, this is very important during the communication. Yeah, to important the empathy when you are make the communication. Yeah, the benefit of the empathy, as I mentioned, to share the feeling with others, that can build the trust with those people. Yeah, when they are share the empathy with them, they can build the trust, can make the trust with you, and also they can see you are part, you are the part of them, and also this can let them to improve your relationship. Yeah, it's very important during your conversation or even during the treating with the people. If you have your friend and also someone you know him, if have the not good feeling, also you have to share with them. This can let them to be good and also to improve the relation. Yeah. Also, the communication in team. As I mentioned, team, that means that many people, more than four, it is a team, work together at university or some organization, or also some place, yeah, we are working together, or even we are living together. The the communication in team is very important to collaborate. The collaboration means that share the ideas and working together. Share the ideas. Sometimes you know something and other not know. You can share with them information, ideas. You can share with them and also work together. Yeah, the collaboration, it is very important. The collaboration also is considered as a type of the communication. This one is do this part and other do this part. Yeah, it's very important. Second is the conflict resolution. Conflict resolution addressing the disagreements through the open dialogue. Sometimes between the teams there is a conflict. It's very important to address that conflict, to address what is the disagreement through the open dialogue. If there is a conflict between the two teams, it's very important to make the open dialogue, to speak clearly what is the problem and how you can overcome this issue. Because the conflict, it's have the bad consequence. Yeah. That's why it's very important to solution the conflict, especially especially among the teams. Yeah. That can let the work, it is not harmony or it is not doing good. Yeah. Through the effective communication, you can overcome like open dialogue. Open dialogue, that means you can understand the vision or ideas between the two people and see what is the reason or how you can overcome it. It's very important to conflict resolution. Also, the rule of the charity ensure that everyone knows their responsibility in the teams. Also, you have to tell as a team leader to tell everyone their specific rule and or their responsibility. This responsibility can let them to help good. Yeah. Yeah, in the team communication, the collaboration between as a team is very important. Additionally, conflict resolution is important, can solve by open dialogue. Lastly, the rule of the charity is important. Yeah. Now, conclusion. Effective communication is the key to success in personal and professional life. Yeah, effective communication can help you at the work level or at your place what your work is there, and also in your personal. You can let you to success in your personal, with your family, with your friend, with your people, or with social, with your community. Yeah, is very important. Final tips: practice regular to improve your skills. It's very important to practice regularly to improve your skills. Thank you for your attention. Thank you, all of you. Now, I think we are finished our session. Before to open the comment or conclusion, let us to make the summary of our about our session here. We are talking about the effective communication, and we see the communication. This means how you can send the information and this to others, and this information to be concise and also to be understandable. This is the one concept we are talking about it. Secondly, we are talking about the component of the communication. One is a sender, people, that person who is a sender and message, and and also the receiver, and last one is the feedback. Yeah, this is a component of the communication. Thirdly, also we are talking about the barrier. It's very important as a public health professional to know the barrier of the effective communication. As I mentioned, there is a physical barrier, yeah, like noise or distraction. Also, emotional barrier. When someone is anger or some group, they are fearing about something, it's difficult to understand the message clearly. And also the obstacle of the communication is the language. Yeah. It's very important to use the same language and to be understandable with those groups. Yeah, and also avoid the jargon. Yeah. Also, we are talk about the type of communication, and we see there is the three types: verbal, like by written or by spoken. Secondly, non-verbal, can use the body language. Thirdly, is the visual, like image or graph. Yeah. Also, we talk about the strategy which you can use. The strategy like listen effectively to the people and also to be clear and concise on your message. Additionally, to use open language, yeah, open body language. Yeah. This can let them people to be more effective with you, yeah, or trust you, yeah. Also, and talk about the importance of the feedback. Feedback is very important to understand your community and have the good knowledge about your message or not, and also if there is some problem, how you can overcome it. Yeah. Lastly, we are talking about the empathy, how you can use the empathy during your communication. Sometimes you can find the people their feeling it is not good here. How you can understand this feeling here and to be attractive or to be cooperative with them. This also can support you. This can also build the trust with you. Lastly, talk about the communication in teams. It's very important also communication in teams. Sometimes how you can make the collaboration between the teams, also how you can solve good communication or effective communication help us to resolve the conflict between the team. Lastly, rule can know everyone. Rule of the charity can let everyone to know their rule in their part. Yeah, this is the our conclusion. Now we can give the chance for everyone if there is some point need clarification, or also if there is some comment, or also is there anything. Now floor for you. Now floor for you. Yeah, you can open your mic and you can speak. Yeah, you are welcome. Hello.
So I want a chance.
Yeah, you are welcome. You are welcome.
Okay, firstly, I'm sorry for coming late because I went somewhere and I come late.
Okay.
Yeah,
Feel free.
exactly. For the barrier of effective communication in the point of emotional barrier. So sometimes if you have mission and exactly this happen in IDPs come and refugee camps. If you are doing session or awareness for like GVB or open defecation and whatever, So some people, maybe they are not focused in what you are talking about. And then if you come for the feedback, they say that they're talking outside, or they're asking about another things. Like we are talking about the whatever authentication. If we talk about authentication, so they used to ask, we are not given plastic sheet, we are not given food, we are not given clothes and whatever and soap and like this. So in this way, I don't know exactly how can I will deal with like these people, because this is a big barrier. Sometimes they are looking for another things, and we are talking about another thing.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't know exactly.
okay, good. Really is a very good question, Abu Zar. Concern for this case, uh, as you know, you can use the two techniques. First one, the empathy. Empathy that can talk with those IDPs about their feeling, like told them really we are so sorry what's happened for you and the bad situation which is taking place here. All of us we are sad for you and hope to be safe, and you can talk with you empathy. And also you can talk when you are speak with them in the empathy, let them when you talk to them about the empathy, and also let them to know the GVV, one of the right or very important for them as the people, yeah. Explain them GVV, they can protect them from the disease. GVV is very important from their health. Can explain them. Firstly, you can use the empathy with them. Really, we are sad. What's happening for you? Like, use the empathy, like breaking news here, like breaking, or like breaking to let them to to empathy with them. After that, you can send the message and tell them the importance of the GVV. This is the same part here. Second part here. If you second part concern for the needs of the people, there is a hierarchy. If you know about the some scientists call it Abraham Maslow. He have the hierarchy and put it the first need of the human being. I think is a talk about the physiological, after that security, like that. Yeah, physiological, that means like food, like drink, like that. Yeah, that means the first top priority of the human being is like food and drink. And also, based on the fundamental of the human rights, or UN, it is everyone has the right to eat and food and protect them, to take the protection. Yeah, I think the organization those provide the service for that IDBs is very important to include to include uh, like food and safe water, like wash, and also to food. Yeah, this is important because this is the top. Yeah, yeah, this is a two strategy. Yeah, firstly, you can talk with your teams or with your supervisor about the importance of the food and uh, and and drink, and told them that priorities of the ITPs based on their discussion, their need this food. And secondly, when you are send the message, your IDPs, you have told them the GVV also is very important for them, for their health, and to prevent them what's happen. What is happening? Yeah, yeah. This is how you can say to them. Yeah. Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Good. Is there other question or someone some comment or question? If you not have, we can close our session here, and we can see
Okay, because before you close, I'm not understand exactly on the strategy for effective communication. The last point, use open body language. I'm not understanding very well. Can you clarify for me more than this?
Open communication, that means when you are speak with them, you can let us to be open like this here. Like if anyone asks you the question, you can be ready and respond them and explain them this here. Plus, that means someone if ask them, you know about the COVID-19? Yeah, you know. It is not talk more. It is not explain them more. You get my point?
Yes.
Yeah. It is
Yes, I
not
got you.
close. Yeah, right now sometimes it's in the community or your friend. Some person is openly speaker. When ask him, you can explain frankly with different words like that. Other person when ask them, he can just respond you with one or two words like that here. That means it's a very closable. You get my point?
Yes, I get you. Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, through the communication is very important to be open in your communication. Yeah.
Do you mean exactly like someone if you are being asked for things, they give you answer to by yes or no? Like this is
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah. It is not say yes or no. Yeah, you can explain them. Yeah, this is
Okay.
to be open. Yeah, it's very important
Okay.
during your conversation. Yeah, this can let them to be more understandable. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
and also your message to be more effective. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Is there another question? If no question, we can close our session. And also this recorded, I will share with you in the WhatsApp. Yeah, can let those not attend to see what is about the effective communication. Yeah, and also all of session which you are we are data also all of them uh, in the YouTube. Everyone can back from them and also can make revise if there's some point not clear. Yes, he can back in the YouTube and can see the different session in different topic here. Now can say thank you all of you. Really, I'm happy for your attention, and I hope that this session to be more clearable for you after the discussion, and hope you all the best. Thank you a lot, and have a good night. Yeah. Take care. Thank you.